Hi, okay. Today is September 16th, 2020, and I can't talk. Nothing's new. Um, I wanted to do readings on Fort Hood and on the Navajo servicemen that have been over this summer more deaths at Fort Hood. Now, according to Fort Hood, they say there's nothing to these deaths. One of the men, Yazi, I think they say died as a result of some form of illness. And the other fellow, uh, last name is Chee, Carlton Chee, was said to have collapsed while running. So one of them died reportedly as a result of some kind of illness, and another while during a training exercise where they were running, apparently. I want to see if there's anything untowards regarding their deaths, because their families feel that they've been given very strange, inconsistent details, and that it just doesn't seem right to the families. It doesn't seem to match with the loved one, their behavior. I see that Fort Hood is going to come under, I think, federal investigation, but that's a separate reading, and I've already done it. So I wanted to look in this case at Carlton Chee and Miguel Yazi, I think. Make sure I get the names correct. Yeah. Carlton Chee, Navajo Nation. So that's who I'm going to look at first. Carlton Chee, the soldier. He's in the army. He was a private. I want to see because both of their deaths happened on the base in Killeen, Texas. And they're just feeling, apparently the families don't feel like they are receiving adequate and timely factual information regarding their time leading up to their deaths. Like what happened, what transpired before they were found dead. Congress announced official investigation into recent tragedies at Fort Hood, including sexual assaults. Okay, that there's my federal investigation I picked up on. Okay, so let's look at. I just want to see and look at Carlton. Carlton Chee. Was his death cover up, or was it just unfortunate? What can you tell us, ancestors and creator, through this tarot? Death. Nine of Wands. This feels like exertion, but also the Nine of Wands is when you're a bit on the defense. You're feeling like you're not trusting, I think, people around in your environment. It's a defensive posture, and it's one in which you're ready to protect yourself, kind of thing. But you're already you're tired because you've been doing this. You've already dealt with it. Initially before. So I'm getting a sense that was he expecting somebody to come at him? There is some defensiveness here. Page of Swords. Interesting that I'm being shown in this deck the chest. And the Five of Wands. Oh, I don't know. I'm seeing what looks like injuries that... Did someone attack him? I keep feeling that there's a detail missing here concerning Carlton that would be indicative of some kind of him having been involved in a fight, to be honest. This is about arguing and about having, I think, issues, with other people or other entities. There's some kind of argument that was going on here. And I feel that he was on his guard, kind of trying to look out, be on the lookout, kind of mindful, watchful. Both of these cards here make me feel like it's somebody that's kind of like feeling like they could be targeted for some reason. Because they're not getting on, they're in competition, or they are at odds or having a beef with someone. There's, you're not just arguing with yourself. And especially with the Nine of Wands, it makes me feel like this is someone who was feeling like they needed to make sure to defend themselves. And because they could feel that death was near them, that there was a threat near them. King of Cups. Well, I'll have to look up and see if I can find when the birth date of Chee is. Carlton's. I'm sorry, the stupid phone. I had it on mute, but it's not supposed to notify like that. 10 of Rings. This is generational, family. Can also be a lot of money. 5 of Cups, loss, mourning, grief. I'm wondering if this isn't like a father or another, or a brother or someone, this King of Cups. multi-generations, and there's grieving, and they don't, yeah, I'm being shown that they don't feel like they're being given the truth. I think especially a male member of Carlton's family, this King of Cups. Yes, he's persistent in saying there's something wrong with this death. There's something wrong here. There's something, and he's right, because there's the high priestess, which you can't see is out of frame. Let me just try and shift the cards. Now you can better see that. So when we go vertically, and there's a King of Wands here. There's a King of Wands that is hiding something about his death, or knows something more. The details that are the family doesn't feel like they're getting. Five of Swords. It's dishonorable behavior to do this to the family. Look at that with this middle sword broken in half. And there is the sense of something's not right. But they want to make it also seem kind of feudal. They don't want to make it easy. They want these families just to give up and not pursue. But that's not going to happen. And I get that there was somebody after Carlton. Last card. Four of Swords. Yep, that is responsible for his death. Four of Swords is also known as the stillness card, the tomb, that kind of thing. And next to the five, and the moon above it, he was not getting along with someone. And this is a hidden thing with the high priestess and the moon. There's something that has not completely been brought to light, and it has to do with some kind of falling out with someone, or being at odds with another individual or other people. They didn't want him also, I think there's also wanting him to be still, wanting him to not be able to reveal perhaps something that was corrupt, or that was secretive that was going on, that wasn't on the up and up. And I get a feeling of fighting that. Maybe also, this has to do with corruption. And this is things that one notices or sees. He could have observed something, or become aware of something. But I also feel that this is the family also mourning and feeling suspicious, and like they're being fobbed off, kind of, with this Five of Swords, of being made to feel like, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Being made to feel kind of helpless and taken advantage of. So I'm feeling like Carlton had a sense of concern for his well-being, because there was some disagreement or some kind of issue he was having with someone. Now I get a King of Cups here, and I get a King of Wands here. I don't know if this makes me think that this King of Cups could be a father or a male member of a family, of Carlton's family, that's going to be looking, or maybe somebody in the tribe looking into his death, that there's just something that's not, that they know isn't 100 on it. It's just not transparent enough. There are not enough details. Something's being hidden and kept. And it has to do with quite possibly with that 10 of Pentacles. That's either a hell of a lot of money, or that someone's taking. I'm sorry. I think there's something with money or goods, something of value here, also with that 10 of Pentacles. But it also can mean people and generations. They've had so many people dying. It's just that it's, who handles these investigations? That's what they need to look at. And how are they doing with that? It doesn't look too good. There's something that's where a King of Wands is concerned into Carlton's death. The person that was aware of being involved in some kind of underhanded activity. That's what I think. And I think somebody was after him and wanted to silence him. That's what I get. There's something that was going on that somebody wanted to keep hidden. And the family definitely do not feel, and the tribe doesn't feel, I don't think. The spokesperson, I think, could be a man that will be speaking, saying, we don't feel like we're getting 100% here. That definitely shows up with the moon and the high priestess in connection to this man that will be speaking out, I think, for Carlton Chee's family. It's like there's chunks of information I think he's going to point out that is missing or doesn't make sense, doesn't sync. And that's because there is information that is being deliberately left out. I don't know what Carlton was aware of, but there was something he was at odds with other person, at least. And it has to do with a substantial profit or something along those lines, something of value. The Tower. Well, the mystery will be a mystery no more, because after the High Priestess we have the Tower. Something's going to come out with regard to Carlton Chee's death. Knight of Cups. I think this could be a tip. Somebody coming forward with information. Queen of Cups here. Eight of Wands. Activity. So whatever it was that whoever didn't want Carlton to possibly say something, the whole point of killing him was, or causing any harm to him, was stupid, because whatever it is that they're trying to keep hidden, this moon, it's going to come out. And it'll come out in an explosive fashion. And they will not be able to stop that energy. They will not be able to stop this from being revealed. There may be a female that has information. I think this is going to be investigated into the, foreseeable future. The Chariot, Page of Cups, Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups. I feel like there could be an issue to do with substance and being sold, moved, used. But I believe that there will be success in coming to understand some of the activity that goes on there. And that Page of Cups, I feel like it's offering of a substance. I don't know if he took a substance or if somebody drugged or gave him something, but that may have been the method or the vehicle in which caused him to die in this collapse. Well, I'm going to stop there, and I have to get something to eat, and then I'm going to look at Miguel Yazzi's reading. So I don't think that Carlton's death is just any typical death. I do believe that there was something possibly given to him that could have exacerbated his death, and I think somebody wanted it to keep quiet on someone else's part. There's just something not right with what doesn't jive with what I'm seeing either in the cards. But that's only one reading, and I typically do at least a couple of readings to get and see if I can find a pattern, So that's just for Carlton Chee. And I'll be looking again because I have a feeling his case and probably Mr. Yazzi's will come under serious, it should be, and other deaths there should be brought under very serious scrutiny. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for your support.